make sure you know who your teammate is and if they're representing you. It's one person to one flipper. You can change what flipper. I don't care. I really don't. Just one flipper at a time. Are y'all playing? No? You don't have to. Okay. We're going to do 5 rounds, and then we'll do a Don't Be Last finals. I think that explains everything. And there are trophies. At some point, we'll do cake. There's food and drinks over there. I think that's it. Anything else? Any questions? Oh, and Neil will be streaming. Thank you so much, Neil, for streaming. Everybody give him a round of applause. I love Neil. So tell your friends, twitch.tv/Austin Pinball Collective. They can watch you play. All right, check match play. I'm going to go ahead and get the first round up.
All right, thank you for joining us tonight. It is one of our board members, Cayman, is her birthday, and she's having a split flipper tournament. So we are right now. The match play information is only showing one person from each team, but we're don't quite have the matches up yet. But I will probably put it on myself for the first round, just to make sure everything's going smoothly.
Andrew and Charisma are a team. Cayman and Joel are a team. Chris and Matt O are a team. Jason Newman and Neil Carlson are a team. Is Jason here yet? No, we got stalled. Where is he? He's stalling? Oh, we're stalling. Who wants to sing some karaoke up here? It sounds like you, Angel.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's still maybe waiting on someone to show up. So we'll see. But we'll be getting started here very soon. Let me just go ahead and put it on the room camera.
Yeah, you can have celebrity, guests. That's fine too. This is a loose tournament here. There's not really very hard and fast rules here. This is not IFPA certified, in case you were wondering. You will not get any Whopper points for this. Jonathan Morales and Seb are a team. Justin and Angel. Yep, that's right. Mari, I forgot your partner's name. Nick. His name is Nick too. Another Nick. More Nicks. Lots of Nicks here tonight. And then we've got, hold up, Nadia and another Nick. Neil and Emily, Neil Wilson and Emily. Steve and Bobby, and then Victor and Paul Young. Am I missing anybody who thought they were playing in this tournament? Does everybody know who your partner is? All right. Do we have a DTA for Jason?
Neil Carlson. Thank you. Just punch their ball, or you know what? Neil can play just one-handed.
I'll sub in until Jason.
Yeah. Let me put it under Neil. Because I had it under Jason.
But will that be confusing with the other Neil?
No, I'm going to put it under Neil Carlson.
Java grind. Neil Java grind.
Oh, has Neil never played an IFDA tournament?
No, he has. His last name is Java grind.
Oh, well, it doesn't really matter for this. So yeah, I put him as Neil Carlson. Actually, hold on. Let me delete. I'm still stalling.
For Jason? We're now trying to find Neil too. Maybe they're outside holding each other, giving each other a pep talk.
Yeah, so in case you're not familiar with Split Flipper, this is a game where you're playing with a partner, and each of you gets to play with one flipper. So one person standing on the right side and controls the right flipper, the other one standing on the left side controls the left flipper. So it is a lot harder to nudge. You got to communicate when you want to do things like dead bounce or pass or things like that. So yeah, so this is just for fun, no IFPA points or anything like that. Yeah, it's a Valentine's Day, in the vicinity. Okay, so we've got match play information up. So we've got Hot Tip. I'm on Hot Tip. We've also got Stars and Big Game, but just for simplicity, I'll put it on Hot Tip first, and then we can. We can see, where we're going after that. But, yeah, I'll put it on a Hot Tip for the first round. Thanks. Just a minute. All right, well, this is Hot Tip, except the playfield camera is not connected. Let me see if I can fix that, but I'm up first. Let me just update the match play information, so I will restart that. I will restart that transmitter, and hopefully that will address it. But if not, then I will take care of it after this ball. So give me just a moment. All right, there's the camera back. Sorry about that interruption there. And yeah, don't necessarily expect amazingly high scores in a split flipper format. But, oh, sorry about the player camera, but that should, hopefully we're okay for now. But yeah, this is a challenging format. Yeah, nudging is very hard because, you know, you often want to do nudging at, oh, thank you for the follow, Borg Dog. I enjoy watching your streams. Yeah, your classic streams are amazing, and your P3 stuff, of course. Yeah, we've currently got we got a P3 here, and currently have Weird Al in it. But normally it's Princess Bride. But I've had oh yeah, no problem. But yeah, we've got probably have Weird Al for the next week or so, and then I'll probably bring in Heist for a little bit, and then Portal for a couple weeks. So, yeah, it's. But yeah, I do enjoy watching your all of your streams. So, thank you for the follow. This is Paul. We're not really seeing, yeah, kind of only seeing one member of the couple, Paul and Victor, here. Oh, yeah, they are alley passing, so yeah. Getting adventurous here on the split flipper. And we got Neil Carlson. I think Jason Newman is supposed to be playing. He may not be here yet, so it looks like we've got someone else standing in. Maybe that's Philip. I can't tell. But yeah, someone temporarily standing in. So this is not a sanctioned tournament or anything, so we're not being too sticklery about anything. All right, got most of the hot tip letters spelled. Got it up the middle for advancing the bonus there. And yeah, that down the middle is just rough on a split flipper game. You can't, I don't know, I can't slap it to save it in this format. But all right, I am up to play my ball 2. All right, that was a bad plunge on my part, I guess, because it found the out lane. All right, Paul and Victor. But yeah, Andrew and his partner had a good first ball, and then yeah, didn't get much out of their second. It looks like they drained right away, but all right, they've got tip spelled, and a good nudge there. And oh, good bounce into the end lane there. They did an alley pass before. I think they tried again and it didn't quite get the timing right there, but that's a better, yeah, okay, now can either go back up to the top or shoot at the hot letters. Can backhand at least the O, but yeah, okay, good alley pass. And couldn't quite get it trapped. But that is enough for second place at the moment. Yeah, alley pass works a lot better on this game than post pass. All right, 500 points on the plunge. Toying with the tip letters and right down the middle. All right, I'm up for my last ball.
That was a classic game.
Well, we got some bonus, but not gonna.
My wife and I moved down from Chicago.
All right, well, got a little bit of something. Not going to win with that. Maybe probably not even come in first place, but we didn't completely embarrass ourselves. We got a lucky save more than a skillful save, I think, on that one. And looks like Stars is already completed. Stephen and Bobby won that. Cayman and Joel took second, and Nadia and Nick took third, it looks like. And yeah, that's 2 house balls in a row for them, but they're still in first place. So we will see if that holds. Probably a good spinner rip would be enough to put Paul and Victor ahead of myself and Emily, like that. Yeah, well, that's all they got, but that was enough. Oh, it was not. Really? Okay. I would have thought they'd had more than that, but yeah, okay, well. So we're not getting last place, and we'll see about Neil and Philip here. And then Big Game is the only other game still playing. And I'm not sure where that is. So we probably won't have a long... These are probably not going to be long rounds. Tonight's format, we're going to go 5 rounds, and then don't be last finals. So, yeah. So it looks like we've got 11 groups So, or yeah, 11 pairs of players. So probably maybe take 4 into the finals. Could be 5, but 4 would work better mathematically. So. But that was also not enough. Wow, they did not have any bonus built up. So, all right, well, that is going to be it. So somehow Emily and I came out with a second place on that one. So let me take a look at the room camera here. It's hard to tell whether Big Game is still going. It looks like Matt Oldfield and Christopher Welch are up at the moment, and that looks like it is. They are the last players on this game, so this is probably ball 3. So yeah, I'll just move the rig to the next game at the start of the next round. So. Oh yeah, I forgot about this format. We may not be able to enter scores because only one member of the team is in. Let me see here. Yeah, but okay, so yeah, we're not allowed to enter our own scores, at least based on how it's currently set up. So. All right, looks like Matt and Chris are done with their ball. We'll see if that's the last ball of the game. Or it might have been ball 2, I don't know. But nope, looks like they're ending the scores now. So we are about to start the next round, I assume. All right, and we'll see if we can get the scores entered. Cayman might have to do that, and she was busy taking a picture there. All right, let's see here if we've got. Yeah, okay, looks like we've not streamed Skyrocket before, so let's see if we can get in on that. And then I'm going to be playing on Cleopatra, which is in the same room. So just a moment. All right. Yeah, this is Skyrocket. This is a relatively new game here, and we've not streamed it before. Let me update the match play information. But it is pretty basic, really. So what you want to do is get a valuable light lit up, and then get it into a saucer to collect the value of whatever insert is lit. So if you can get a 5,000 light lit up, then just keep going for the Skyrocket, those saucers, and that's about it, really. There's a post here. You can hit this to raise that post in the middle, and then these kind of slingshots here on the side will lower it. There's an up post here and maybe a down. There's an up here maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so ultimately, yeah, you want to kind of get a light locked in at some value, and then just collect that value over and over again. So. Meanwhile, I'm going to be playing on Spin Out, which is also an EM game. So I'm not going to be able to really commentate on this, but I think it's fairly straightforward to follow. You lock in a value by hitting this the center stand-up target here. That will start your Skyrocket. No, I think that will... actually, that will start it moving, and then the collect will freeze it. So, oh, this might be a two-player game, I think, and I screwed up by only showing the first. So I'm not showing the score for the second group of players. I am sorry about that. Yeah, so I will fix that before we. Or do we need to, okay, so yeah, I need to play on Spin Out, so I'm not going to fix that. I'm sorry for messing up that score, but I will be back in a bit.
So something is, yeah.
Dude, wrong side.
Okay.
All right, you guys did more. We did a lot more.
What was all that for? It was just like, oh,
Okay.
okay.
And then we collected.
I think it was only like 2,000 for that rocket. Shoot rocket. Oh, I see. It's rocket is what moves the
I would say go here. Yeah.
Stop it on high value.
Yeah, don't try it up, because that will be our up pose.
Just in case. You start the rocket. Start again. Yeah.
Scoop? Whatever you feel, I'd say so. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, well. Almost double the voice. I think because I'm like more over here, I'm more cheap instead of like. So I need to be more.
Did it want the? Oh, that lights the bumpers on the outside? What are we doing?
I'm just gonna.
Going into forward.
I'm saying I need to. Yeah, I don't need space per se, but I just need to like do my thing. Yeah, Oh no! Oh. All five. I should have slapped that.
Oh crap. Inserts a bit.
All five? All five. Let's see if I can get this post. Post up.
I pushed when I should have pushed. The world and stuff. It's
Come
flat. Oh no. Oh no. We went to a dark place real quick. Not the darkness.
Yeah, it's lit. We got it twice. I'll take the 40s.
Good job, fellas.
420s.
From this side.
422, nice.
I can be right here. That way you're gonna punch.
You don't need to do that.
Is that no more?
Both of us haven't
Is
played
that
it.
what I have?
Yeah, I need to get the punch.
Okay.
Would be all. And you kill them. You get time. You have time.
You've got an angular calibration.
Yeah.
Thanks for running the stream stuff.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Why? Why?
I didn't realize it was a two-player game.
No, it goes
So.
right into the,
All right.
straight down the middle.
Sick.
Then don't do
Thank
that.
you.
Tony,
It's so important. Then don't do
Then
that.
don't do that.
That's the right answer.
It's like they never
No,
played
but
pinball
that's where you get points.
Oh. Start the skyrocket. Get out of that skyrocket.
How was that?
No!
All right, so this is, yeah. This is the score from the first two groups, 42,290 and 24,440. Let me update that.
If anybody wants to see the score,
42 or 24. We're up for what do you want to do? You want to do this?
No instructions.
No.
Shoot ball to start skyrocketing. Select an indicated.
Yeah, you got to get there, and then there's a custom.
All right, so we've got that anyway. And sorry I screwed up the score earlier, but managed to get like 46,000 points on spin out, which is I don't know, that for a split flipper game, I think I'm pretty okay with that actually.
I'm talking about her.
Only had 9,000 points going into ball 5, and then we finally managed to get one of the upper side lanes lit and could start hitting things.
You want me to grip him? Yes.
All right. So yeah, they are So that, yeah, basically at this point they're just going to be looking for that collect skyrocket saucer, either one. So they've locked it in at 3,000 points. If they would try, wanted to try to go higher than 3,000, then they can hit that start skyrocket again and go for a collect. But 3,000 is not necessarily a bad score. Sorry about the glare from that light up there. Let me see if I can do something about that. Making the scores harder to see, I can put a background color on there. There we go. I'm sorry, my voice is a little hoarse tonight, but
Yeah, I can show it to you. I've got the spreadsheet.
all right, and they've started the skyrocket by going through the middle. And extra ball is lit. So they got 1,000 points and an extra ball.
It's great.
So yeah, I mean, you can keep collecting 1,000 points like that. Or you probably want to, thank you for the follow, Joe Soap. But yeah, you probably want to start a skyrocket to go for a higher value than 1,000. But if you're not playing in a tournament, extra ball is good. So yeah, they got the start skyrocket.
Nice. Good job.
But yeah, and there is no bonus on this game. So I don't know if there's really any penalty for tilting.
Is the first player still lit?
I'm not sure. Yeah, and they're just plunging their extra ball.
Go, buddy. Keep going. Keep going. Okay.
Yeah, we were going to be playing on Cleopatra, which is right next to it, and that probably would be very tight to have two split flipper groups playing right next to each other. So probably a good idea to have changed that. And yeah, Justin and I'm not sure who Justin and Angel, I believe, are playing together. But yeah, they've not had super great luck thus far.
I have no idea.
And no flips on that one, but they have taken second place for the moment. They've passed, the second place score from the first group anyway. All right, started their skyrocket. Got the post raised.
I'm gonna curse now and just say bicycle.
And that's, yeah, you don't want to see that. It starts going towards that out lane, you're in trouble.
I didn't realize. So we have extra ball.
How? I don't know what's happening.
All right, I think this is ball 4, maybe?
See, I think we want that.
I think.
Do you know what the scores were for this one, or who got?
We got 46, 460.
Okay.
I don't know what the third group got, but I know Matt Oldfield and Christopher Welch got like 30-some thousand.
Okay, so
I know
you
Matt
got
took a
first.
score of that, but I don't know what.
They got 22. So.
Okay. So,
Cool. Thanks.
all right, so they're now locked in at 5,000 points. If they can keep hitting that saucer, then that would be good. But yeah, unfortunately, they got trapped between the slingshots.
So, you gotta get in the
And yeah, this is the last game that's still playing. And I think this is their last ball, so they're still 11,000 points behind the top score from the first pair of groups. And that's not going to catch up.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, man. I don't know how it works.
It's collect skyrocket. I'll do this then.
All right, this is the comeback they're gonna make their comeback here. So they started their skyrocket. All right, kept it out of the out lane there. Got the post up. All right, again, managing to avoid the out lane. Almost got that saucer. Almost got the other saucer.
You got some stuff. Let's go. Get the rollovers. Rollovers. We want you. Rollovers. Rollovers.
And that is gonna do it, I believe. If that was ball 5, then it's going to be Victor and Paul taking the win, Nadia and Nick getting second place, Steven and Bobby taking third, and Justin and Angel fourth. But yeah, I believe that is it. So just waiting for the next round to start. Oh, and Cayman streams streams on her own channel, K-Flip, so make sure to give that a follow. And we have Ollie, Harlem Globetrotters, and Flight 2000. Let's do Ollie. I will, I'll get the rig moved to Ollie, and then I'll be right back.
And Neil and Emily.
All right, so Ali actually ended up they ended up changing that, so I put it on Flight 2000, which is where the game I'm playing on. But yeah, they swapped out Ali for Godzilla because someone else was playing Ali, but I didn't want to have to move it into another room again. So this is Bobby and Steven. Got a couple of letters. All right, got their balls. Yeah, their balls already locked just in case they get to multi-ball. I don't know that we're going to see a multi-ball in the split flipper game, but it's at least not so difficult to. It's you have to. Oh, and they've got their right. The right spinner value is up to 1,000 points a spin now. It starts at 500, and then each time you complete the drop targets, it advances another 500. So that is a very valuable thing to go for, but it's also sometimes difficult to hit. But 76,000 plus bonus, 94,000 points is not bad for a first ball. All right, this is Nick and Nadia. It's always hard kind of figuring out who is doing what, but in that case, Nadia was controlling the right flipper and Nick was controlling the left flipper. And because of that spinner, I want to say the left flipper is probably the one with the more scoring opportunity if you can find that shot. All right, and this is Mari and her partner. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. I think his name is Nick as well. But yeah, we'll see here if they can. Oh, almost got their top letters their blast all spelled. And there it is, blast is spelled. So we just need the O and one F. So yeah, they're not super far from having multi-ball qualified, which would be an impressive feat on a split flipper game, but yeah, not finding that spinner. It's it's kind of hard to find on this game because the flipper is at a weird angle. But 150,000 is not bad. All right, Emily and I are going to be up here for our first ball. Okay, so that spinner is what you want to hit now. So.
Okay. I defer to you.
Coming out of there, what happens when they come out?
We flipping?
Yeah, we're flipping. Over that L. Or the S, whatever.
Yeah, that spinner rep was not bad. Still not first place. We're still in second place, but we got our spinner up to 1,000 points a spin. So yeah. And see, where are they? They've still got their L in blast and the B in blast, and they just need the that one F for off. Oh yeah, the dead bounce is kind of rough on this game, but they're currently in the lead, just under 200,000. And that was rough. All right, Mari and Nick. Oh, I can get rid of these scores that were there now. So I think we're just playing 5 rounds of qualifying, and then don't be last finals. I'm guessing probably 4 groups making it into the finals. All right, they got some spins without going through the spinner, but still a decent rip, it looks like. And down the out lane, but they did take the lead, so let me see. Yeah, that post isn't supposed to come up, but the ball can hit it and bounce back into play. So yeah, it's not that post doesn't move, but it will. You can use it to save the ball. But yeah, I've got to play my ball here. Just a second. We're all right.
Yeah, I saw it last ball. Okay. Nice. That's bigger.
All right. All right. Steven and Bobby trying to pad their lead here. They have got just that one F to qualify their multi-ball. But yeah, probably. I mean, that one you just can't really hit intentionally, so kind of have to luck into it. And that's unfortunate. But three, almost 400,000 is not a bad score on the game, period. But for a split flipper, yeah. So I'm guessing I don't know if they had their multipliers up. You can shoot up the middle here to get bonus multipliers. I know I hit it at least once. But, okay. This game was not kind to Nick and Nadia. So it looks like it's going to be a fight between Mari and Nick and myself and Emily for second and third, unless we are able to catch up to Bobby and Steven. Yeah. All right. Well, they left the door open. We'll see if Emily and I can capitalize. Just a moment.
They were trying to change it. I got sweaty on the last one. That last game was exciting.
All right. So
What should we aim for?
spinner is what you should aim for.
It was, yeah. What? draw on this semester, but thank you.
Yeah, I guess we can't suggest, but yeah.
You
So-
can because you take over your name.
Yeah. They finally.
Oh,
opened
okay.
it up.
Now it is. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
like on
all
the
right.
last round they changed
Yeah.
it so you
Oh,
can
okay.
suggest. They were trying to figure it out.
All right.
Oh, was that right? Player 2? It was player 3 was second.
Yes, that is what. Yeah. So.
I was reading it wrong then.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, we were some betters. We didn't launch any rockets, but it was close. So you gotta spell blast off and do the countdown. Like in order. Yeah, and if you like hit one of the targets down early, the bank has to be reset and you pick up where you left off. So if you happen to nick off a few, it's like, well, that's great, but you still need to like whatever number you left off on, you gotta keep counting. But yeah, for some reason, I think one of the things you have to do twice is a 2 number.
All right. Well, we weren't able to make it, but not a terrible score there. Thank you for the follow, Pinball Koi. Let's take a look at our match play leaderboard here. Still got Harlem Globetrotters and Godzilla going. Harlem is probably not going to be playing much longer, but Godzilla maybe. So I might check and see where it is and move the rig out of that. So give me just a moment. All right, now we gotta put it on Godzilla here. And yeah, this is Jonathan Morales, and I'm not sure who the other player is in this group, but yeah, and I just saw the previous group of Christopher and I need to update the match play information. Yeah, Christopher and Matt were in Geigen and doing reasonably well at that. Looks like they've got some progress towards the Mecha Godzilla multi-ball. We got a ball save running. That is over now. All right, I think maybe one more hit to that left spinner. Sorry, the right spinner will make Godzilla closer to being ready, just like that. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I thought that might have been enough to fully turn it around so it could hit the drop targets, but all right. So Cayman is up now as Cayman and Joel for starting their ball 3. And did not get a chance to flip at it from that upper flipper, but still had a ball save. All right, and now all right, got their multi-ball ready, and power line attack is going, so they can lock some balls up in that building in the middle if they shoot that green flashing shot. So that's probably what I would shoot for at the moment. And they might have a kaiju battle ready now as well. That would be... it's hard to tell. That would be started at the scoop. They're going for the scoop, so they probably do have a kaiju battle ready. Getting some things built up for the heat ray, and... That's, good tip over. Yeah, trying to find the scoop. All right, got a ball 1 locked and a jet fighter destroyed. And ball 2 locked. All right, a multi-ball could be big here. See if they try to start their kaiju battle first, but it's risky if you don't make it and you have your multi-ball on the table, then yeah, that was close to the scoop. All right, and that's an oxygen destroyer. Oh no, they had a ball save. Okay. Oh no, it is oxygen destroyer, and that is, yeah, that's not very nice. So yeah, they left the multi-ball on the table. 34 million though, I think, is enough for first place at the moment. Yeah, not a huge lead, but you know, split flipper is a tough game, so we'll see. That might hold. We'll see. All right, and they have a destruction jackpot lit. This would be good for them. 6 million, 6.5 million, if they can get it around that upper loop. And did not make it, but they still have a little time. And did not go for it. Okay. All right, but they're closer to getting their Mecha Godzilla ready to go. Yeah, it does not look like they have their locks lit. That is Change City? Yeah. So they're choosing to stay in Tokyo as opposed to going to another city and collecting points. But yeah, they're back in the same battle they were in before, it looked like. So they were in Titanosaurus, and right now they need to hit stand-up target on the right side of the right ramp, which is all right. See if we can get it under control. All right. That's a tough shot to hit. Almost got it there. Oh, Titanosaurus is... All right, they just need to hit those 3 targets in front of the Titanosaurus to start that multi-ball. And they have taken the lead now. Now their locks are lit. And they got their Titanosaurus shot and a lock. So I can't tell. I think they're well, there's a glare on the playfield at the Maser cannon, but I think they still have time to hit that. But ball 2 locked, and they're still have 20 seconds left on the battle. So if they can get there, they go. That's a good position to be in. They just need, yeah. Paul's pointing at that shot that they need to hit, and then the captive ball. Yeah, sorry about the glare again. We've done some work to help reduce the glare in the main room, but we haven't yet gotten around to our other rooms yet. So, but yeah, so they're trying. Still have the Maser cannon lit right now. They're trying to make some. I think that just hit that Maser cannon, so they need this captive ball. Still got ball save going, and that was captive ball. So I think that completed. Oh, they've got Mothra as an outlane ball save. So yeah, they've got stuff going now. They're hitting jackpots in their multi-ball. All right, got a 2x jackpot and a super jackpot up the middle. They've got an add-a-ball, it looks like, so... Interestingly, in a split flipper tournament, I'm not sure who gets to control the action button. If they have, like, the action button lit for an add-a-ball. I assume it's fair game for either of them. It would definitely make it easier to get the heat ray going, because you have to hold it down for that. Oh, nice cradle separation there. I can't tell if their heat ray is ready. Their heat ray is ready now. And they used it for 13 million points. So they got 27 million points out of that multi-ball. And, oh, still had a ball save going. So yeah, but still it looks like they're pretty close to, I was going to say their Mechagodzilla, but that was a pretty good ball 3 for them. I think that put them well in the lead. $147 million, yeah. That is not a bad score. Definitely not for a split flipper. All right, Chris and Matt. Not a lot of. They don't have to do a huge amount to get past Cayman and Joel, but then they've got their work cut out for them after that. All right, so that is Mechagodzilla. I think they just need that those three targets there. Nope, that is starting their multi-ball. Okay, this is good. Not in a battle, but take what you can get here. All right, still okay. Ball save is over now. Got a Tesla strike. A power line is building. Let's see about their heat ray. Can't tell where they're not quite there on their heat ray yet, but it is charging. 18 more spins. It looks like to the next level. I don't know if that's what they need, but they're up to 50 million now. All right, got a ramp. See if we can get that left ramp. It's got to be about ready for their heat ray is ready now. Probably wait till you get into a battle to use it. Looks like they have maybe their locks lit. And all right, taking Geigen. We saw them playing this. I saw them playing this earlier anyway, so it looks like they are 3 out of the 8 shots they need, but that is gonna do it for them. So they're currently in second place, and we'll see about Jonathan and the other player if they can catch up. So yeah, 62 million is not a bad score for split flipper either, but 150 is impressive. So, all right. So their first goal is to get up to 35 million to get out of last place. That should come back as a ball save. Yep. All right, try to get it under control.
All right, y'all, before we start the next round,
right.
We're going to do cake.
Oh, okay. It sounds like gonna do some cake. Yeah, I got a pinball themed cake there. But also, just a moment. Yeah, Cayman also, you can see there next to the cake, Cayman made heart-shaped trophies for this this tournament, and they are split hearts. So they come apart, and so each member of the split flipper team can get half the trophy. So that is a very good idea. So yeah, that is. Yeah, that was round 3, so we have 2 rounds to go.
Do you want it in the middle or outside the top? When I came in, the guy checked in, it was like, it's a big 32, and My stepmom and I are 10 years apart.
I don't think you're doing it twice. This was really wrong.
Wait. Is that your lighter? Maybe one of these for Christmas.
What the hell are you doing?
Yes, I started to take the lighter and he's like, are you giving that to Candace? I was like, we're just bringing it. What? She gave this to me.
That's the cool. That's a great gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been driving. Yeah, because I got into this. I got into it. No. Just private. And I just dated one guy and because I started working all the like one less than your
See, that's how I do it. Which makes sure I use the lighter all the way through. I'm glad you want to find people. That's how you let them know, you know, get the shot. Get the shot.
and I don't get that
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cayman. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Who made the cake?
And that made the cake.
Nice job.
This one is cake, but you can open that other one and we'll slide it out. You need like a QR. Great pull out. Pull out, please. Pull out strong.
Back off. Oh, yeah. You know that was nice. I probably should not eat it. Here,
What are you going to do? A newsletter?
Come on, Angel.
I love sunsetting. It's my favorite. That was the most satisfying part.
Awesome. It's so cool that we still know.
I know, right?
I think so much. I thought it was. Maybe you're right. Okay, okay. Alright. Probably. Happy birthday, dude.
No, we're gonna split it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not supposed to. But I'm bringing it for
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the most satisfying part was like pouring a shit ton of sprinkles. I did, yes.
Actually, you want me to
That was a little better though.
reset our brain. I don't know what we do. We get bored. I don't know what.
Well, now that we figured out how to go in front, I go back.
I don't think they have anything else anyway.
Okay, my two favorite were the labyrinth thing and then that like soccer one with the dog on it.
Doggy soccer.
I like that. That's cute.
Well, it's called grown up soccer, but everybody calls it doggy soccer.
Yeah, because you just see the dog and you're like,
Wow, look at this. This is funny. Does it look like honey?
I was really chilly with it. No, it's Is it just vanilla?
It's confetti.
Ah, confetti.
But it's all good.
What is it?
That was the
My guess is chili.
That's what I'm thinking, but it looks so interesting.
Yeah.
Sarah will make it. Not gonna use it.
Oh no, what?
Well, that's why. Oh, yeah. No, it's cute.
Yeah, and that ain't it.
Yeah, no, mine is like it's I love it. You don't have to test it. I know. I'm pretty sure that it has to be up to that.
This was River Garden.
It was still it's not great. Yeah. But I think also with that wow.
Thank you for making
I have to not have it. But I did have some. I mean, whether it's I Well, I had this Willie Nelson. But I don't like that. I don't notice.
All right, we should be getting back to the pinball action here fairly soon. It does look like maybe nobody put the scores in on that last game, but I think Victor and Paul won that one with their 150 million points, and then Christopher and Matt took second, so that that would put Victor and Paul at 17 points. So the top, 3 groups at 17 and 2 groups at 15. Christopher and Matt would move up to 12. Cayman and Joel would move up to 10, and Jonathan and his partner would move up to 3, it looks like. So, just waiting on, people to finish their cake here, and then we'll get back up and running with the last 2 rounds of the tournament, and then it don't be last finals. I assume we're taking 4 groups into the finals for the 4 trophies that we have. So, and if it were to be right now, then it looks like there would be a tiebreaker for that last group. So, but yeah, we will see in just a moment whenever we get back started. So please hold tight. All right, we're up on, well, this is Grand Prix. I am on Mars God of War. Let me update the match play information, and I will not be able to commentate on this, at least for the moment, so, but enjoy.
I have a ring. Mine's made out of coat wraps. That's great for a while. But I gave it up mostly because I was tired. Like,
Yeah, we got lucky on that one. It was a great deal. So like the guy sold it for really cheap. He threw in to help
usually what we do is like, you get drunk enough.
represented 007 slot machine. On the one of those like digital style ones, like
okay, yeah.
but still like sure we have to take your 007 slot machine.
Yeah, the only time we drink now is our parties.
Awesome. And he's saying that it was like
It's all about spinners.
welcome to Spinner Town.
No matter which side, you want left or right?
Left spinner.
Right? This is it, right?
Getting called dog.
Now we're good. You're right. No, it's too much weight. I'm starting to sweat bad.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I think what it is, to get that mental release now instead of getting fucked up. I'd rather just relax and gummy and just go, okay, fine. Then I have my
The collective
mushroom
is so
bacon.
sick right now. There's just like the best games keep popping up.
That's a good thing. That's fun. I found out though.
But how are you now?
I know.
Chris's God of War is
I think Chris had the board out on that already.
surprised.
Well, we've done it a few times now. Yeah, it's
The
great.
collection is amazing.
But like I said, if you, but like it's feeling bad.
There's space.
Mushroom,
Which will get
Come down here. We don't even want to
so satisfying.
stay up there.
where I live in Lago Vista, and it's close to you. I've ever seen it. Out in the public. Never done that. Just lives there somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is brand new to us.
So it's not like a neighbor, you just know he's in the same area. All the houses out there are amazing, but it's partly like the views and the series and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot to
It's really late on the flipper.
They'll be at a party and all of a sudden the storm
But is it like
the waves in the
Oh, shit.
Too fast out of that.
I mean, I guess it just hits top.
I'll go left side, but it's not like the house is on the supports.
It's just different than everything.
That's it. It's like,
So we got some flippers, a lot of bonus. Have you played this one before?
Only a little.
So these little saucers score these bonus tracks, and you get them by, hitting up there, rattling on these these things up here, and then you get some more bonus with these spins. So if we can get these saucers, it's on the money.
What about these? Just hit them on accident?
No idea. Yeah, hit them on accident.
Okay.
There's no gate. Also, just be careful. If you do try to trap up, it can fall out.
Oh, so trap ups can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And we can kind of nudge it if it's going outside.
Yeah.
All right. Medium plunge there.
Let's get some bats. 1, 2, get the bonus rolling. Yeah. Big 5K. Do something. Nice. Okay, we'll collect 15K.
slightly out.
I know. That was like too much.
Yeah, they popped off. So, you go right.
I was ripping them spinners.
Nice, Matt. Nice, Matt. Player game.
Lazarus.
I am feeling it after that one. We're good. Yeah, we're still playing. We still get to flip. That was good. That was a good one. We won it in multis. Yeah, yeah. That was also good.
Yeah.
Extra ball is in effect.
Supposedly like 3 times.
Good ball. Alright. We actually got to keep playing after that.
I'll start there.
It was crazy last year.
Okay.
Oh shit! Did I hit the wrong thing?
You hit start, yeah, you restarted the game.
Oh fuck.
Hell yeah.
It's all good.
My bad.
It's for fun. Let's start over.
And it was been recording anyway, so we were like,
Oh, who's got it on stream?
Neil.
Yeah.
We'll add it up.
What happened? It reset.
but it's nice. It's
Yeah.
so we know exactly where.
They can't exactly like rewind it live. Somebody else has to like do it on their end.
I got the computer. I'll go get my computer.
Yeah, I mean like somebody else that's viewing it has to be the one to rewind it.
I fucked up.
It's all good.
I don't know.
make sure
Somebody had
everybody's all in.
a ripped enough score to try to increase the figure.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Not forfeiting that score.
We had a pretty good ball too, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, that was a big ball line because we had what, 2 more balls or 3, 4, 5?
We only played
2 more balls. Yeah,
3 more, right?
And that
2 more balls, yeah.
would be the last time you did it. Everybody came up next, I think.
Yeah. I almost did it myself walking up. So.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, so it's just, that was the beginning of ball 2, so just add it to ball.
Right.
Dang!
Yeah.
Fuckers! Sorry.
No, we're just trying to
There you go.
Oh no, you probably wind up.
Did you press start 4 times though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah, the game's
I'm not an amateur. Oh, of course I did.
Looks good. I wish it was like music
wide angle lens.
or like something that's really.
Time to run it back.
It's cool.
We test played it a bunch.
Well, what's your one?
Grand Prix.
Sure. Gotta watch it bad.
Yeah, we had all those hole drops at the beginning too.
That's true.
Because it's still like.
Just do the math at the end with
But I
the
think I-
screenshots and
Yeah.
you can see all these digits.
How did I not drop that B?
If I this.
Are you looking 15? Okay.
Oh,
I was thinking they walk away.
yeah.
There was switches that you use, so that's
Oh, sorry. I didn't
Nah, you're good. You're good. Excuse me.
Are we after them? Okay, we're switching sides. Oh, shit. Switching sides.
This means what's going this side?
All right.
Bing.
One ball.
Bing, bong, bing, bong. Closer. Run it up.
Ooh, nice.
Stay on.
Nope. Oh, there you go.
Okay, what's that 30K?
Oh, yeah, I noticed that.
Where you go? Okay. Nice.
There we go.
Aw. Yay! We have a lot of work to do to get you guys.
No kidding. Hey. Oh, there's the spot. That's all right. That was a good ball.
And the left side down.
We know we're legit.
So we were gonna trap up and it got out the little side.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Y'all does it.
Trap up. What's trap up?
Yeah. It's awesome. All
Oh, we're not.
Yeah, we fought.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Brad Pitt's coming in later for a photo shoot. So.
Yeah.
Right there. They take
Where's the double? Is it C and D for double bonus? I'm just gonna take it, or is it there? We gotta.
Alright, so right there.
Dude, 666.
It's yeah, it's a palindrome score.
Player one.
Alright, we got first ball.
Whoever owned it,
Yeah.
clearly. Yeah. 6 off the glass. Good thing it was on full.
Wait, calculated everything?
And then of course,
She got 1 through 4.
Would you like to move?
I'll roach your money.
Lightly sand.
Neil and Neil.
So what's the yearly look like?
All right, we played an entire game of Paragon, 4-player group, and they're still on ball 2 of Grand Prix. Okay. So yeah, I mean, basically what you do on this game is you shoot the spinners to build up the value of the bonus on that side, and then shoot into the saucer to collect that bonus. If you get A and B or C and D, then that gives you a star down here. So they just got A and B, and they have a star now, and that is basically a bonus multiplier. So, and there is a gap right here and a gap right here. So don't try to alley pass or catch it. Let it roll up the flipper because it might fall down. And then also, if it's going down the in lane, it can still bounce out. So that's mean. But so let's see here. We've got. But yeah, it looks like Jonathan Morales so far is in the lead, but yeah, Neil and Philip are not far behind. And you do collect a bonus on drain the lit bonus. So this on the, now for now it's the right side is the one that's lit. And then collecting bonus does consume it, so you have to build it back up again by hitting the spinner. Yeah, we just got this in earlier this week, so this is a fun game. Alright, trying to find the spinner. But, oh! Lazarus, so. And a collect. So yeah, they have taken the lead, and they would have taken the lead anyway without the Lazarus, but now they're in good shape. So, or did they? Maybe it was a Yeah, it was an out lane that went to the in lane, so not exactly Lazarus then, I guess. But all right. All right, so they've got now 3x bonus. So 3 times 30,000, it looks like, or 4x, I guess, because 3 stars. So 441,000 is about double the second place score at the moment. Bobby and Steven. Oh, that's a Lazarus. And they got a double bonus, collected their left bonus. Just didn't get much out of that spinner there, but they're zooming in on it, I guess, or zeroing in. And collecting the right bonus. So they are just about caught up to player group 1, and they have passed group 1 now with that bonus on drain. So, but that's only ball 3, and I think this is a 5-ball game, so we might be a while longer. Okay, it is a 3-ball game, I guess. So they are, and it looks like they are entering the scores. So yeah, we will be moving to another game, I guess. Or starting another round. So we'll see here what's going on. Not sure what's happening. Oh, it looks like this, maybe they had to do compensation, so they're adding scores from maybe the game reset or something. So yeah, so they're having to do math to figure out what's going on. All right, so scores are in, and now we are up on, let's do Iron Maiden. That'll be an interesting game here. So yeah, let me move the game, move the rig to Iron Maiden. Also going on Matahari and Stargazer, but I think Iron Maiden might be the longer player of those. All right, we've got Iron Maiden here. Let me update match play, and this is the final round of qualifying. The top four pairs will go into a Don't Be Last finals. And it currently looks like the top four pairs are Stephen and Bobby, Neil Carlson and Philip, Mari and Nick, I believe, and myself and Emily. So we will see. But this game, I think, can shake things up. All right, Paul and Victor trying to get Eddie letters, and they got their sarcophagus lock is lit, so they need to spell mummy to get a multi-ball. One more white shot to spell Eddie, and that will do it, and they can start a battle now by one more shot up the middle. And that did it, so that will be aces high. This is a 2-ball multi-ball. They want to hit the blue shots, so, and that's coming back. Ball save. All right, ball save is about over now, so it is over. That one is, yeah, okay, just in the grace period, so that's coming back. Got trapped up on the left, and now got a cradle on both sides. Need to do a separation here, see if they can do that. Nice. All right.
Malahari is broken. So...
Got an Atta-ball.
Well, we're going to play on Star Wars. Yes.
All right, so it sounds like Matahari had an issue, so they're going to go to Star Wars instead. And now got the double cradle on the left. Still got another ball in play there. Didn't quite make it up that left ramp, but... All right, let's see. There we go. And nice tip over. Looks like the shoot up the middle is the next good one. Good tip there. Straight up the middle. Oh. That could be a tough shot sometimes when you, when you don't have momentum. All right. Doing a good job juggling. Paul and Victor are both really good players, and they are playing well together here, so. And got up the middle for a bomber jackpot. Now it looks like the right ramp, so they're going to have to break the cradle for this one. All right. And lost the multi-ball, so out of aces high. But 28 million is not too shabby on this one, and that's found the out lane, but yeah, they are showing, showing that they can play this split flipper. All right, Justin and Angel, I believe. All right, that's a ball save. All right. Gotta... Oh, and that's rough. All right, I'm up. I'll see if I can do anything on this one. Yeah, our cradling skills are not up to par with what Victor and Paul showed there, so yeah, triple drain. All right, and let's see, Mari and Nick. All right, they are. Let's see where they are on spelling Eddie. They've got. They're back in aces high now. So, yeah, see what they can do. And they've got their add a ball, so an extra ball save, but that's almost over now, and it is over now. Down to 2. Oh, down to 1, but still, that one's still alive. And they made it into second place. So, yeah. All right, ball save is over. Got 2 more letters to spell Eddie. All right, 1 more. And that's not gonna make it up, and that's not gonna make it up. All right, and their mummy multi-ball is getting closer. Still like 3-4 more hits to start mummy. So the battle is lit. They're playing Ryman the Ancient Mariner. This is another multi-ball mode, so they want to, as quickly as possible, shoot up the middle for that target, straight up the middle, just like that. Now, that locks in their value for their 2-ball multi-ball. And they want to shoot those, teal-colored shots now. Still got ball save, so that's coming back. Yeah, did not quite make that left ramp, and need the upper loop. Need the spin, that revive spinner lane. All right. All right, out of that mode, but still alive. And right down the middle. But 45 million is not bad. So we will see here. All right. Hopefully, Justin and Angel have get to play a little bit this time. They were, did not have much chance on their first ball. All right, good nudge there to keep it in, but they still have a ball save, but it's good to not lose momentum. They can sweep those drop targets up the middle, then, unfortunately, but they've got them ready for to light their trooper locks, but all right, I'm gonna be up just a minute. Yeah, did not do much on that one. Started a battle, but did nothing with it, so we are very quickly going to be in third place here. But still have another ball. Alright. Their ball save has expired, but they've got their trooper locks getting close to being ready here. And Mummy is ready to get the sarcophagus. Oh, Lazarus there. They can get a sarcophagus lock by shooting up the middle, just like that. So they still need to hit that captive ball like 6 more times to spell Mummy. And start their Mummy multi-ball, but alright. Alright, well, 22 million is not bad. So it looks like we are getting close to being knocked out of the finals, but no problem. I will just get to stream the finals and commentate on them. All right, and let's see what they've got. They're 3 shots away from their Mummy multi-ball. They are 3 drop targets away from lighting their trooper locks. Their Mummy multi-ball is 1 shot away now. Alright, 2 more letters to spell Eddie. But they're going Mummy multi-ball. And Lazarus. But, alright, now they want to shoot both of their ramps. The right and the left ramp will give them an add-a-ball and another ball, an extra ball save. Alright. Alright, well, that's, down to 1 ball, so didn't get a lot out of the Mummy, and then, so their third ball, not so much in the way of scoring, but they still have a pretty decent lead over the rest of us, so, we'll see. I think that, Mari and Nick were also close to their trooper locks. I don't know what their progress was towards Mummy. Justin and Angel here are 1 shot away from lighting their sarcophagus lock. They do have a battle ready up the middle, so that's a good potential for points. They got the skill shot, and there we go. That's light their sarcophagus lock and started a battle, which is Aces High, 2-ball multi-ball. Alright, they're still going here. Got a ball safe for a little bit longer. Alright, ball save has expired. And double drain. Oof. Alright. I'm up for my ball 3. All right, pretty sure that knocks us out of the finals, but we get to watch without having to worry about playing now. So, and now Mari and Nick have to more than double their score to see if they can catch up to Victor and Paul. Meanwhile, let's see what else is going on here. It looks like all three games are still going on. So Star Wars and Stargazer. All right, so they need to clear those drop targets for to light their trooper locks. They've got a battle ready up the middle. That's that. All right, well, unfortunately, that is going to do it. So they still win second place. Victor and Paul take first, and myself and Emily took third. But yeah, so let me see about Star Wars. If that is if that's still going on, that'll probably be the next longest playing game. So just a moment. All right, it looks like Star Wars and Stargazer were both pretty close to being done, so we're just going to hold off and wait for them to finish, and then we'll start the finals. But yeah, it was ball 3 for both of those groups, so yeah. All right, and so yeah, it looks like yeah, just Star Wars is playing. It was three player group, 3 pairs of players, and it was Steven and Bobby were playing it when I walked by. So there's only one more group to play. So let me yeah, we'll just put it on the room camera for now. Alright, it looks like Star Wars maybe just finished, so we need to get that in there, and then let me see if I can find when they put the finals up in there, but yeah. But yeah, we're going to have the top 4 groups, which will be, yeah. I mean, currently I'm tied for 4th, but that's not going to hold, I don't think. We'll see. It's possible we could have a multiple tiebreaker, but no, we did not. So, yeah. All right. So, top 4, Stephen and Bobby, Mari and Nick, Victor and Paul, and Cayman and Joel. All right. Let me see if there's a finals link here.
All right, that was the last round of qualifying. Thank you, everyone, for playing.
And then for finals, it is going to be a Don't Be Last finals for the top 4. So the top 4 are Steve and Bobby, Woo! Mari and Nick, Woo! Victor and Paul, and Kate and me and Joel. All right. Let me figure out how to do finals. Give me one second.
Yeah, it sounds like we're just trying to figure out. Cayman is just getting the final set up now, so we will be taking just a very short break while that gets set up. But then we're gonna see it'll be a don't be last finals, so we'll see all 4 groups on the same game. Whoever takes 4th place on that game will be 4th place in the tournament. The other 3 groups will move on, and they will play a game with all those 3 groups, and whoever comes in 3rd on that game will be 3rd place in the tournament. And then they'll go on and play one more game with the remaining 2 groups, and whichever of those wins will win the tournament, and the other one will take 2nd place. So, all right, so we've got the finals. Link is ready to go. Let me start getting things ready to go.
Thanks for hanging up for this. This is like one of the cooler ones that we brought out, like the normal mainstream ones are but this is like about as fun as we can get.
All right, it's getting closer here. We don't have players or arenas or matches yet, but we've got the finals link anyway. Actually, I can put that in the okay, so yeah, I can update the match play link in the chat in just a moment. All right, I've just put the standing link for the finals in the chat. We're waiting for them to be assigned to a game. Let me run an ad really quick so we don't get a one here in 10 minutes. Let me do that really quick. All right, yeah, so it sounds like they're choosing the game now, so they're not being assigned. All right, let me see where they're going to move, and I'll put the rig on it, and give me a moment. All right, so yeah, they are on Iron Maiden for their first group, so we'll get to see this again. Still not, doesn't seem to be set up here in match play as assigned to a game, but So I'll get the match play information up there as soon as I can. But it looks like Bobby and Steven are going to play first.
How's the stage on that side? You got it? Very good.
All right. So they found the middle, got a battle ready.
So we should go for some rock targets. Yeah.
And getting, okay, got their sarcophagus lock ready as well.
Battle right away, right? Get up in there.
So that center shot is pretty valuable at the moment. It will start their battle and get their sarcophagus lock, but they found the middle instead. Unfortunately, the bottom middle and not the top middle. Yeah. So yeah, it looked like maybe they haven't entered it into the match play yet. But this is Mari and Nick. Sorry, I can't really get both members of the couple in the player camera. You can see Mari's forehead anyway, the top of her head. All right, so got the sarcophagus lock is ready to qualify up the middle, and straight down the middle. Unfortunately, so. That's two up the middles could have been good, but down the middle was not. All right, Victor and Paul just showed that they're pretty good at playing this as a split flipper pair. Yeah, so I'm guessing we're just not gonna put this game in match play at the moment. So I'm gonna, for the moment, I will go ahead and hide that. But yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, this is Cayman and Joel. Yeah, and I guess the player order that I had also is not accurate either. So. Looks like Victor and Paul will be the up as player 4. And that is gonna do it for Cayman and Joel on ball 1. So none of the first 3 groups really got a hold of anything. Here is Paul and Victor coming up. Paul looks to map out where all the shots are on the flipper before he plunges. I honestly don't know whether the super skill shot is enabled on this game or not. I was trying for it, but it is a very light plunge, and I did not find it. I did get the regular skill shot, but that's only 1,000,000 points. But yeah, nobody had a first ball on that one. But yeah, where the super skill shot I think is 20 million points if you can plunge to the left out lane. So I was trying to see if that would have, if that was enabled, because that really could have given us a leg up for our score. But all right. All right, so they've still got their battle and sarcophagus lock ready up the middle. Then they just got that. So this is going to be aces high. It is, okay. So yeah, 2-ball multi-ball again. Making loops. And gonna go for those blue shots. All right, Lazarus, but still ball save. So there's, all right, now ball save is expired. All right, and unfortunately double drain, but they got they got some points on that anyway. So. All right, Nick and Mari are, oh, wow, 2 very quick drains. The first one was ball save, the second one was not. So, yeah. All right, missed the skill shot. I think that's probably what they were going for there. But we've got 3 more white shots to spell Eddie. 2 more captive ball hits to get the sarcophagus lock ready. All right, there's 1 white shot, and all right, found the in lane there. There's the other white shot, so a battle should be lit up. Oh, I guess that was okay. That made it lit anyway. So, see if they can. All right, and see if they can find that center shot. All right, trying to get it under control. All right, and couldn't quite find it again. Good tip. Didn't quite make it up the middle to get. You got to hit that bullseye target in the very back to actually count. That one counted. So this is Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. They want to go straight up the middle as soon as possible to lock in the value, and then it'll start a 2-ball multi-ball where your shots are worth that value. So, and that drained, unfortunately. So, but 12 million plus bonus about catches them up to Steven and Bobby. All right, and then see about Paul and Victor. All right. All right, what do they need here? They've got still 2 white shots to spell Eddie. Their sarcophagus lock is ready to collect up the middle. And they found the out lane. So, all right. So close for first and second place, and close for last place. So, yeah, this is don't be last again. So you just, yeah. All right, Bobby and Steven got the skill shot for 1 million points. That'll be a ball save, or I guess 3 million points. It looked like so. And they've got making progress towards Mummy Multi-Ball. Making progress. It looks like if they clear their drop targets, they'll have Trooper Locks ready to go. Need 3, excuse me, 3 more white shots to spell Eddie to get a battle ready. But very close to getting Mummy Multi-Ball. Just 2 more shots to that captive ball, and they've got their Trooper Locks ready, but they found the middle, unfortunately. So that is 19 million for Bobby and Steven. So they're just, yeah. So basically, that is now the score to beat. So if Mari and Nick can pass that 18.9 million points, then they're safe to move on to the next round. If not, then they are on the bubble, and we'll see if anyone else can catch up to them. So, all right, they got their sarcophagus lock ready. They've got a battle ready up the middle. So, see if they can find that shot. All right, good tip there. Keep it in, and got it. So they are starting aces high. They're 2-ball multi-ball. still got a ball save, so that's coming back. And it looks like that jackpot target on the lower left would have given them an add-a-ball. Maybe still has a grace period, but I think that's going to be it for that. But they're up to 13 million, so they're definitely making progress. They need another 5 million to guarantee themselves the chance to move on. And they did not make that, but they are... so now we know that Steven and Bobby are definitely moving on, and Mari and Nick have to wait and see if either Cayman and Joel or Victor and Paul can, if they can both catch their score, then Mari and Nick would be out. But all right, so we got the sarcophagus lock, and can't tell where. Okay, that's going to be out lane. That did pass Mari and Nick, so it is up to Victor and Paul. So if Victor and Paul can pass Mari and Nick, then they will move on. Otherwise, Mari and Nick. But Cayman and Joel and Steven and Bobby are both guaranteed to move on at this point. All right, and Paul and Victor have their sarcophagus lock ready up the middle. They still need some white shots, I don't know how many, to spell Eddie to qualify their battle. Alright, no skill shot, but they got their sarcophagus lock, and that's a ball save. And, okay, kept it in the end lane. Alright, one more white shot to spell Eddie. That got it. So one more shot up the middle to start their battle. That got it. Aces high, 2-ball multi-ball. We saw them play this well earlier. So we will see what they're able to do, if they're able to catch up to Mari and Nick. All right, well, they're out of multi-ball, so that is unfortunate. They, yeah, they are not too close to another multi-ball. Still need 3 more white shots to qualify a battle. And that is 1. But yeah, need to double their score to catch up now. All right, that's another white shot, so 2 more to get a battle ready. And 1 more, I think. All right, that is Rime of the Ancient Mariner. This is another multi-ball mode. If they can shoot up the middle quickly, they get a lock in that value. They need another 4 million points to... all right, so they got that. So need another 3 million points to guarantee moving on. And it looks like that, yeah, that caught it. So they are moving on now. So unfortunately, it looks like Mari and Nick are eliminated. And then the order of finishing for the rest of them doesn't really matter. So, yeah, so we'll find out where the next game is going, and I will get the rig moved over to that. All right, Star Trek: The Next Generation. Let's see, maybe now have this in match play. We'll see if I can. Yeah, we do. There we go. Let me put that back on the screen. There we go. So Stephen and Bobby, Cayman and Joel, and Victor and Paul. So you can choose a skill shot on the plunge, and as long as it goes in there, so they just locked a ball. All right, we will see now. Start a mission in that the scoop that they were just shooting for right there. That you can start a mission there, but yeah, unfortunately they could not recover from the feedback. If you can keep looping this shot, you can get millions of points that way. It's not super duper lucrative, but if you can do it for a bit, then it's not bad. The warp shot here, if you shoot this orbit, it comes around to this flipper and then shoot up here. That's the Picard maneuver. That will build up your warp level, and that can give you things here. So they are launching a probe, looking at where they're gonna shoot with the launcher, and almost got the start mission scoop and found the drain. So that is it for them. Yeah, not much of a recovery there, or chance of recovering from that miss. All right, and then so Victor and Paul see what they're going to choose. Light lock, warp factor 4. Okay, so by choosing warp factor 4, their spinner is lit on the left. So if they can shoot that lane, okay, got a ball save there, and that's not going to be a ball save. So yeah, nobody had a ball 1. Yeah, but players 1 and 3 have basically identical scores, and player 2 10 million behind that. So. But yeah, I don't think we can make any conclusions from that first ball of anybody. So they got their second lock, and we'll see. All right, found a warp 2, 5 million points for that. Into the start mission, time rift. So, yeah, they want to shoot those white shots, and then the time rift shots, I believe, are right here. Will increase that value, but that was another quick ball, but 61 million, they jumped up a little bit, so if you can start a mode, then that's a good thing to do. All right, Cayman and Joel, see what they choose here. All right, so they're going to go for the lock here. So ball 1 locked. And almost got the start mission. Got the neutral zone. Almost found the neutral zone scoop. All right, there they found that loop. And found the command decision, so that will let them choose a mission. All right, so there we just saw the other group play Time Rift, so we'll see if Cayman and Joel can actually get a chance to play it. They got a Time Rift target there, it looks like, and did not have the kickback clit, so I don't think that's going to catch up to Bobby and Steven. It did not. Okay. So Victor and Paul, see if they continue with their warp factor skill shot, or if they, okay, they're going for a lock. So ball 1 locked, and all right, found the start mission scoop, and this is Q's challenge. So you hit the flashing shots. The white shots are the left ramp, the center ramp, or sorry, the right ramp, the center ramp, and the left ramp, that Picard maneuver ramp, and then the left orbit will feed the Picard maneuver ramp. So that's a shot, and then there is a Q target just below that pop bumper. that I think they just hit. Yeah, there's a new Q shot added, so that unlocked another shot for them. But that is going to be the end of that ball. So this is going to be a quick game, maybe. But that put Victor and Paul in the lead for the moment. And so, yeah, we will see here Stephen and Bobby what they're going to do here on ball 3. All right, warp factor 4, so they want to go for that spinner. And, all right, trying to get it under control. Okay, got it cradled. And had the kickback, fortunately, so that saved them from the outlane drain. See if they go for start mission. No, they're going for... oh, that was the start mission. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so the battle simulation. So they get to launch a ball from the launcher, trying to hit, yeah. All right, hit that center ramp, trying to go for the... They're getting 5 million for... They got 5 million for that anyway, but they're trying to go for the start mission scoop as a mode shot, but they ended up with 99 million. So Cayman and Joel have to at least catch 85 plus whatever Victor and Paul put on, but if they can get past 99 million, then Cayman and Joel are guaranteed to move on. And they're going to take their second lock here on the skill shot. So they need to get up that right orbit twice to get the third lock. That made it around. And they're trying to get the start mission, the scoop. Alright. Backhanded up the middle. Oh, they were going for that center ramp instead. Alright, their third lock is lit. And... oh, that was not going to catch up to Stephen and Bobby, so Stephen and Bobby are moving on. And it did not catch up to Victor and Paul either, so it's going to be the finals, Stephen and Bobby versus Victor and Paul. Let me see where that's going. But they're just going to... I don't know if they're going to play it out or just plunge, but yeah, we'll see where things are going here. But yeah, let me get the rig moved over to wherever the next game is. All right, the finals are on Ninja Eclipse. This is Cayman's game, so she picked it despite not playing in this round anymore. But yeah, they've had the for the last for the finals, they're having whoever's eliminated gets to pick the next game that's going to be played. So see here, getting battle. A couple more shots to this drop target here. We'll get a battle ready. They're choosing a Kami. They chose targets that award more points. Oh, yeah. Combos award more points. Okay. And then getting these two stand-up targets here will light the locks up this ramp here. And that, unfortunately, is the out lane. So, not a lot points-wise from their first ball. They did get a little bit of progress towards starting a battle. All right, Victor and Paul. So they've got their locks ready up that left ramp. They've got a battle ready up the center. There's lock 1. Okay. So I guess battle was not lit yet. Now it is lit. So going up the center will light that. They could go for a. Yep. There's their second ball locked. You can't. Yeah, you need to start a mode before multi-ball if you want to play them both together. We'll see what they are choosing here in terms of their what mode they want to play. So they're gonna go with. Yeah, I think they're having trouble actually picking a mode. You got to double flip to pick a mode, and yeah, they're having trouble double flipping to select, I think. So. So I think they're just gonna maybe let it time out. Wait for 30 seconds because they can't, they couldn't double flip. So yeah. All right, 5 more seconds. And then this is gonna be hitting the purple shots. So it's gonna be the, that start mode drop target. It's gonna be the, that lower pop bumper. They got a Kami ally. What do they choose? And there again, they're having trouble double flipping. So, you would think this would not be that difficult, but all right. Anyway, they are. And yeah, found the drain, unfortunately. So they got into their battle. Cannot simultaneously flip, apparently. So, yeah. But they will, once you're in a battle in this game, you will stay in the battle. So they will still be in the battle on ball 2. They will stay in it until they complete the battle or until they have drained their last ball. So, all right. They've got, yeah, backhand. You can't easily backhand that second lock target because your upper flipper gets in the way. But now they've got their ball 1 locked and their other locks are ready. I don't know that you can easily backhand that shot either. It doesn't seem to like to go all the way up from a cradle on a backhand, but they can shoot up the middle for or they can keep looping that shot. One more will give them a 1.5x playfield multiplier. A couple more loops will give them a 2x multiplier, but did not quite find the that stand-up target to start their battle yet. But and yeah, they're down to okay. There's their battle going. Let's see if they can double flip. Trying to figure out what they want first. That's a good one that people often play with. And there they go. So, first try, nothing to it. All right, and that's down. Is there a ball save there? I don't think so. Yeah. But anyway, both groups are in a battle. And Stephen and Bobby are 5 million to Victor and Paul's 2.5. Yeah, 5.8 to 2.5. So
shots there, and we need to go back to there, and we need to get the lock.
We will see here. They've got 2 balls locked for multi-ball, so 1 shot up that right ramp will start multi-ball. They are still in their purple shot mode. And that is not going to get a ball save. So that was a very quick ball 2 for Victor and Paul. And Bobby and Steven have hoping to pad their lead here so that Victor and Paul can't catch up. But we'll see what they do here. So the shots of that one should be a ball save. Okay, yeah. The shots in this battle are basically the shots that you want for multi-ball. So it's that shot up the center that they just hit, and then the shot up the right ramp. They did backhand that. Good job there. And 8.8 million plus bonus if they get any. You can get 0 points in bonus just like that. They got 0 points in bonus. So yeah, 8.8 million is what Victor and Paul have to catch up to. So they need 5.8, 5.7, something like that. All right, so they're still in the purple shot mode. And they have not hit any shots yet in that mode. Could not find that. Okay, that's Ninja Storm multi-ball. So they are in a position to get some points here if they can keep this alive and making some shots here. They have already won. So congratulations to Victor and Paul. They are the winners, and Bobby and Steven will get second place. Cayman and Joel take third, and Mari and Nick have fourth place. So, all right, that is it. So we'll see if we get the trophy ceremony on the room camera here.
All right, come on, let's redo this.
Who won? They did?
Yeah.
Well, now they gotta make out. All right, now I'm gonna paint this.
Yeah, so we can see the 3 trophies there next to the cake. You also get some money, but yeah. Bobby and Steven take second place, and Joel and Paul and Victor take first, and Cayman and Joel take third. So, all right. Well, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. On Saturday, this coming Saturday at 12:30, we are having our monthly second Saturday tournament. So that'll go for, I believe, 4 hours of qualifying, followed by finals format. So I don't know if we may actually, because it is Valentine's Day, we may end up trying to do something a little quicker than that, but we will see. But anyway, thank you so much for joining tonight, and we will see you hopefully next Saturday, this coming Saturday, for our second Saturday tournament. Thank you.